The full-size light-duty segment is getting more and more competitive, and each car maker is introducing its 2024 challenger. One of these companies is Nissan. Although a small player in the segment, Nissan with its Titan is trying to prove a point, and that is even with limited money for investments, you can create a good truck. The Titan is probably one of the best deals that you can get right now for those who want to get something different and unique. So if you want to learn what this new model year will bring for the Nissan Titan, stay with us while we cover how the all-new 2024 Nissan Titan wows everybody. Cab and bed configurations. Let's start with the configurations that are available. Configurability is key in order to spec out your perfect Nissan Titan. For those who don't know, we're speaking about the cab and bed options. Usually, pickup trucks are configured like this. There are cab and bed options tailored to everyone's needs. When it comes to cab options, the Nissan Titan offers two cab types. The base cab is the King Cab, and the more preferred option is the full-size Crew Cab. The King Cab is an extended cab. This is a regular cab that was slightly extended to allow more room for passengers and storage in the rear. This is a really good option if you plan to use the truck purely for work and you don't carry a lot of people. However, the room in the rear is pretty decent even for long-distance trips. Passengers will not feel cramped. What's interesting is that this type of cab uses the so-called suicide doors to access the rear seats. The downside is you'll not be able to get into the rear unless you open the front door, but overall, pretty cool design. The larger cab is the Crew Cab. This is the preferable option because you get more space in the rear, making this cab perfect for people with large families. When it comes to bed options, there are two of them. The larger is 6.5 feet long. This large bed only comes with a shorter King Cab, while the larger Crew Cab offers a shorter bed. This bed is 5.5 feet long. So, you need to get your priorities straight, whether you need a larger bed or a larger cab, since you can't get both of these with the Nissan Titan, unfortunately. Powertrain options. Powertrain options also play a huge role when it comes to buying a pickup truck. A pickup truck should perform, and the powertrain is an integral part that must deliver power when it is needed. Unfortunately, the Nissan Titan no longer offers the Cummins diesel that was present in the previous model years, and now only comes with a single engine option. This is the 5.6-liter V8. This V8 engine is a Nissan design, and this engine produces about 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque, which is plenty to get you moving. But the downside is that this is a gas guzzler engine. Also, this engine does not feature a turbo, making it slow to accelerate when compared to Ford's EcoBoost lineup of engines. But the crucial thing is that this engine is really reliable and able to withstand a lot of stress. So we could say that this engine will not disappoint, especially with a 100,000-mile warranty that comes with this engine. You can sleep without worrying about anything. In terms of transmissions, this model features only one transmission. This is the 9-speed Jatco transmission that was introduced in 2020. This transmission is a torque converter automatic. It is very reliable and delivers really smooth shifts. Towing and payload capacity. Towing and payload are hugely important when it comes to pickup trucks. A truck has to perform in order to be a good candidate for your future purchase. So how does the 2024 Nissan Titan perform? Let's see. When it comes to towing, this model delivers a maximum tow rating of 11,050 pounds, which is sufficient but is a bit lackluster behind the competition. For example, the Ford F-150 can tow a maximum of 14,000 pounds, which is the best in this class. This is 3,000 pounds more compared to the Nissan Titan. The Chevy Silverado also performs a lot better than the Nissan Titan. This model delivers 13,300 pounds, which is 2,300 pounds more. The only pickup truck that is on a similar level to the Nissan Titan is the Toyota Tundra. This model can tow up to 12,000 pounds, still almost 1,000 pounds more. Overall, we can honestly say that the tow rating is not one of the strong sides of the Nissan Titan. This model is probably the last in the whole light-duty segment. But if you don't need a lot of towing capability, it's not a bad option after all. Still, the vast number of trailers out there weigh less than 11,000 pounds. The payload capacity, on the other hand, is decent. This model gets a payload rating of about 1,600 pounds. Nothing too crazy, but enough for most people's needs. Fuel economy. Fuel economy is another really important aspect when it comes to buying a truck. Back in the day, this was not such a big issue because gas was dirt cheap. But nowadays, gas is getting more and more expensive and people want to drive something more efficient and not pay a lot for gas. So what numbers does the Nissan Titan deliver? The rear-wheel drive model of the Nissan Titan will deliver 16 mpg in the city, 21 mpg on the highway, and 18 mpg combined, while the four-wheel drive model is somewhat worse. This model will deliver 18 mpg in the city, 21 mpg on the highway, and 18 mpg combined. Not bad, not terrible. Considering the displacement of the engine and the weight of the truck, these numbers are expected. The competition also delivers pretty similar or even worse numbers than the Nissan Titan. But in the near future, we strongly hope that Nissan will add a hybrid setup in order to allow this model to save more gas and also keep the owner's wallet full. Trim levels. Trim levels also play a huge factor when it comes to buying a pickup truck. Buyers want options, and the more options, the more sales will keep flowing. The Nissan Titan trim lineup is not as extremely rich as some of the competitors, but it still has some options that are pretty decent. The base is the SV trim, and this trim has a few packages, namely the Bronze Edition and Midnight Edition. Then you have the Pro 4X trim, which is an off-road trim, and the most exclusive trim is the Platinum Reserve. The Titan XD, on the other hand, only has the same three trims, which are the SV, Pro 4X, and the Platinum Reserve. But the difference with this model is that there are no optional packages available. Of all the trims that we mentioned, the Pro 4X seems like the most exciting one. This is an off-road trim level that offers quite a bit of options like Bilstein monotube shocks designed for off-road, rear suspension stabilizer bar, Data 44 solid axle, and 17-inch beadlock wheels with all-terrain tires. There's also a lot of interior and exterior touches that differentiate this model from the rest. Color options. Color options are really good when it comes to the 2024 Nissan Titan. What's good about this model is that it includes some really cool two-tone variations that look really nice. The standard colors include Cardinal Red Tricoat, Deep Blue Pearl, Super Black, Gun Metallic, and Pearl White Tricoat. The dual tone options are a mixture of some of the colors that we mentioned with the Gun Metallic color. The Gun Metallic is applied on the lower portion of the vehicle, while in the upper portion there's the other color. Exterior, interior design, and features. The exterior styling is also very important when it comes to buying a new truck. A truck should be appealing and should give a good first impression. And luckily, the Nissan Titan is one good-looking truck. The front end of this truck has a huge presence with the massive chrome grille and the LED projector headlights. However, by modern standards, we can say that the model is pretty dated. For the following model year, we expect that Nissan will put some effort into refreshing this model and adding some newer technologies to it. A new front end redesign will do the thing just fine. The interior of the Nissan Titan will also stay the same for the 2024 model year. This interior is very good. Everything is laid out pretty well, and you have old school buttons to control the stereo and AC. The only drawback is the infotainment, as in other Nissan models. The Nissan infotainment system is not one of the best out there. Luckily, there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration to connect your phone and use these features instead of onboard navigation. Pricing and warranty. Pricing is another very important aspect when it comes to buying a pickup truck, and the Nissan Titan is pretty affordable for the options that it offers. The model has a starting MSRP of $45,770. This is the standard SV trim. The Pro 4X starts at $53,580, and the limited reserve starts at $62,750. What's really positive about the Nissan Titan is that this model comes with a 5-year or 100,000-mile warranty, so buying one of these models, if you plan to accumulate a ton of miles, is a no-brainer decision in our opinion. You're completely covered in the first 5 years. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.